Okay, welcome back everybody. This is video number 5 for the horizontal stabilizer. You'll see me removing the blue plastic film off of the horizontal stabilizer skins. That is a mistake. Don't do that. I shouldn't have removed all of that protective covering. Not that it's a big deal, but when you're dimpling that, the part of the dimple that sticks out it's kind of like scuffs it up. It's not really a big deal. I mean, you're going to scuff it up before you paint it anyway, but it would have just offered a little bit more protection. You'll notice I am wearing that mask because I do have stuff that I was priming down there on the floor, some of the horizontal stabilizer spars and some of the stringers. So I was wearing the mask just so I could breathe. I highly recommend, because that stuff is kind of toxic, to get yourself a good mask to protect yourself when you do prime those parts. There I am, just covering up some holes in the skins, because some of the holes don't get dimpled, because you're going to attach the fairings, the fairing that kind of fits on the side, the little fiberglass piece that makes your rounded tip and your that kind of fits against the fuselage there. So your fuselage fairing and the end tip fairing go in there. So some of those holes don't get dimpled. And then I did buy, and I'll show a picture of the little thing that I bought from Cleveland Tool. It's fantastic. A little debur wheel, a 1-inch debur wheel that you hook to like an air die grinder, and it does a great job getting the edges of the big sheets of aluminum. And I'll include a link in the description of the video just so you have it. But that little 1-inch aluminum wheel is pretty awesome. You hook it to your die grinder, you go across the edge, and you're pretty much done. It's really nice to have. In one of my other videos, I did say that I had bought a glove. See me there with my glove. So I was using it halfway, I guess. I do have the other glove somewhere. I don't know why I'm not wearing it. So all I'm doing is, then I switch. Okay. And then this is dimpling the skins. Now, don't do this either. So things you learn as you do them. What I did is I put the dimple that has the little nipple on the bottom, and the concave part of the nipple was in the top of my DRDT2 dimpler there. I would do it the other way. So I would turn the piece over, and I would put the dimple that has the nipple in the top of the DRDT2 and the concave part on the bottom. And then I would turn that skin completely upside down so it was resting kind of on the table as you were doing it. With 2 people, this wasn't too bad. Again, that's my friend Brad. He comes over every other Friday to help work on the plane. Hopefully he's going to be getting a plane pretty soon. I think he just has to convince his wife that she wants one before she'll let him, buy one. So, but we were doing that. With 2 people, it's not too bad because you have one person kind of steady it there at the back, and then the other person can do the handle, make sure it's all lined up and stuff. We had a couple of instances where we kind of made a little bit of a mistake, where we were kind of getting it in position and it popped out, but we were able to fix everything that we kind of messed up, so it's not a big deal. And again, you can kind of see there a little bit of the scrapes that the little nipple of the dimpler made on the skin there. I did use a Scotch-Brite pad and scuff that stuff out, and it all came out, so it wasn't a big deal. But just for reference, leave the blue stuff on there. It makes it a little bit easier. And also flip over the skins when you're dimpling them. It makes it easier to handle, and you can kind of just use the table a little bit better than what we did. Also, make sure that the dimpler is set correctly. I had it set, but it came a little bit loose. I didn't use a wrench to tighten down the locking nut on it, so it did come loose after a little while. And I went and test fit a couple of the rivets, and a couple of them were standing. When I say a couple hundred, because I think there's like 1,000 dimples in both skins. It's kind of crazy, but there was a bunch of dimples that weren't dimpled enough. So you won't see the video of me resetting the DRDT2 and using a wrench to tighten it up, and then re-dimpling all of them, just so it was just a hair. I mean, it probably would have been fine, but they were, the rivets just didn't sit down enough for my liking, and so I just went through and dimpled them and made sure I pressed down all the way on the dimpling handle, and they are very nice now, and all of the rivets fit perfectly fine. But make sure you set the machine correctly so you don't have to do it twice, because that is a pain. And like I said, there's probably I'm guessing 1,000 rivets, maybe more, on those two skins. So it was a bunch of dimpling. As you can see, we took turns because there was so much dimpling. We would get tired holding it, and we would switch off just so we could make it through it took like an hour, I think, to dimple both of the sides of the horizontal stabilizer. So that's pretty much it. I do have a joke, just because my daughters think these videos are boring, so I wanted to liven them up so they will actually watch them all the way through. So here's my joke. Are you ready? Did you know that before crowbars were invented, crows just had to drink at home? I thought that was pretty good. We'll see if my daughters like that one or not. So the dog is there. He's hanging out in the sun, making sure he protects us. And I don't think you see management in this video. So there we go. We got that skin. One of the sides of the skin is done. And I think this is actually the second skin. I did cut out a bunch of the middle pieces where we were dimpling, just because it's very, very repetitive. You push the handle down, it makes the little dimple. Push the handle down, makes the little dimple. Goes over and over and over and over and over. Do that again 1,000 times, and then you're done. And that blue tape on the skin, that's where, don't dimple those holes, because that's where the fuselage piece will fit. It gets screwed into those holes. So they're screw holes, not dimpled, riveted holes. So that is pretty much it for this video. The next video is a lot of the spars and countersinking the skin holes in the spars to accept the dimples that are in the skins, basically. And that is pretty much it. We'll let this just trail off here with more skin dimpling. And more skin dimpling. And then a little bit more, just in case you haven't had enough. Have a good day. Let me know what you think. Talk to you later. Bye.